This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Alright everybody, we have one seriously epic trip. Got into some incredible stuff and I can't wait to show it all to you. But before we get into that, I would like to take a moment to tell you all about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where millions come together to further their knowledge and, as the name suggests, learn new skills. So, Skillshare offers thousands of classes on topics ranging from illustration, graphic design, photography, film and video, animation, art, crafts, and so much more. Using a mixture of video lessons and class projects, Skillshare has a wide range of options to fit your schedule and skill level. Members get unlimited access to thousands of ad-free classes, and one aspect that I personally appreciate is that most classes average 60 minutes or less, so they're long enough to really get a lot of useful information, but are still short enough to fit into my hectic schedule.
You know, each week I keep telling myself that I'm going to be doing something other than wire wrapping, but there's just so many options that I keep getting just lost, and yeah, we've been doing a bunch of wire wrapping lately. Another one that I just recently started is this one right here. I've had a lot of you guys asking for shirts and or mugs, and I suck at Adobe Illustrator, so this is going to be essential for that.
The first 1,000 of my subscribers to use the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so it's the perfect time to join, start exploring, and broaden your skill set using these wonderful classes.
Hey everyone! So, awesome day today. I'm super excited. So we are out in the Badlands of South Dakota, and this spot's awesome. We found some great stuff here before. Prairie Agates, Chalcedony, petrified wood, all sorts of random stuff like that, but also some phenomenal fossils, and you can find Fairburns here. So I'm very, very hopeful. And as if all of that wasn't cool enough, it's my birthday. It's my birthday, Alexis.
Happy birthday!
Okay guys, so I just got started. I found this, which is, from the looks of it, a very pretty prairie agate, which yes it is. A little bit dirty, but hey. Oh gosh, if I can reach my back. There we go. I've got this stuff right now, which is actually, these are all prairie agates, but then this, sorry, gotta grab my other hand so I can reorient this, is some coral. It's pretty awesome. Come on, backpack, cooperate with me. But I just saw something that I'm super curious about. Very, very, very curious about. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful prairie agate. Look at you. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. Slopes. All right, so this is something I remember about this site. There's pink, well, a pinkish hue to the chalcedony. That's some good chalcedony. Ooh, that's a nice chunk right there. Yeah, that's pretty. Sweet. We'll get everything cleaned off to show you better later tonight. Oh. Well, that's a nice big chunk. Look at you. They're so cool. They form in these like seams, and they're very pretty. I like them a lot, and they're really cool to work with. And sometimes they have nice like botryoidal or druzy filled pockets. Yeah, I mean, just look how much there is. It's madness. I'm not gonna keep too much, but yeah, it's all over. They're so cool. See all the pockets in there? I love them. And they're beautiful. I mean, just look at how cool these are. I love it. It's amazing. And they're everywhere. Dude, look what I found. It's so pretty. Had this gotten bigger, it probably would have been a Chalcedony rose. I love it. It's so pretty. Isn't that pretty?
Well, that is pretty.
Oh my gosh, you guys. There's so much druzy on this piece right here. That is gorgeous. Found this new slope, and we have found the Chalcedony roses. Let me see, Alexis. Look at that.
But
that
look
is
at this
so
one.
cool.
It's got bubblies.
Oh, so many bubblies. Well, I think we're now obligated to look up the slope a little ways because those are gorgeous and I love, oh. All right, so 1, look at all those bubbles. So many bubbles. 2, oh yeah, it's got some druzy too. Yay. And 3, hopefully it has some druzy too. Nope, mostly bubbles, but I'm still fine with that. It's so pretty. All right, so I've mentioned a few times in videos how different petrified wood looks depending on what state you're hunting in. Like, it's actually really cool. Like, wherever you go, the petrified wood looks totally different. Well, this is South Dakota petrified wood. How cool is that?
So cool.
It's so cool, and it's so different than what I'm used to seeing. Alexis, why do I feel like you're making fun of me?
No, I was answering for the people.
Oh, okay. Well, you give me sarcastic remarks all the time, so I never know at this point.
It was hedging between the two.
He's like, it's a little both.
It's not really.
I just got a bunch of ohs, and then yeah. Oh, look at the one Alexis just found. That is wonderful. Well, it's still wet. I saw a bunch of sparkle before you sprayed it.
Well, I tried to dry it.
I bet it'll have a bunch more once it dries off. That's awesome. Yeah, again, I think we're obligated to look for some more of those because those are super cool. So Alexis just found this, and this is a perfect example of what we're finding, basically. So what we were finding earlier, what I was showing you guys, of course there's not an example right in front of me. Here, maybe I can find one in the backpack really quick. Really quick. Come on, where are they? There's one. So yeah, we were finding them like this, where there's seams, like platey things. Well, these are actually, the roses we're finding are actually little broken off voids inside of those two platey things. And that's like a perfect one. That's probably our nicest one all day, honestly. Good find, Alexis. You're a pro, whether you know it or not. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's our biggest prairie agate find all day. That thing's gorgeous. Look at you. Oh yeah. Well, it's gonna suck, but I gotta haul that because that's a really good one. And considering the other ones are like this size on average, that is verifiably a monster for this site. So yeah, it's gotta come with. Oh, okay, so I found this desert rose right here. It's Chalcedony rose, which is gorgeous. But what Alexis just found makes my find pale in comparison. She just found a purple agate, guys. Well, it's Chalcedony, but still. Oh no, it's not. There's like actual fortifications on that. Here, Alexis, help me out.
I found an agate?
One second. Yeah, it's actually a true blue agate. Here, you can hold it out like that. See, there's actual banding on this side.
Oh, hey!
So it actually is an agate.
And it's got cool growing stuff on it.
And it's purple. It's freaking purple, guys. Oh my gosh, Alexis. All right, guys. I just found such a pretty prairie agate. Look at the red and the black and the green. I don't know if it's showing very well, actually. I'll show you back down there, but it's so pretty. That's a nice one. All right, now that we've gotten some fantastic Chalcedony, let's go look for some fossils and prairie agates. All right, I think we got a cool prairie agate right here. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, look at those bands. These things are so awesome. Oh, they're so cool. All right. Let's go find some good ones and hold out hopes that there might be a Fairburn somewhere yonder for us to spot. I mean, I know that's quite the tall order. His Fairburns are super rare, but you know what? Hey, it's my birthday. I'm gonna hold out hope. Maybe I'll get a birthday Fairburn. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, when I say we're gonna look for fossils, this is actually not at all what I mean. There are much nicer fossils to be found over here. But yeah, you can see a little brachiopod impression right in there, in that shirt right here. I think there's a good prairie agate. I already got it loose for us. Jasper lovers, you're gonna love these prairie agates. They're called agates, but they're much more like jasper. And oh, they're so cool when you cut them. I have never once cut two South Dakota prairie agates that look the same. I mean, and the outside is no giveaway for what the inside is gonna look like. Sometimes it'll be like orange, just orange on the outside, and it turns out it's just a tiny little rind, and then you cut into it and it's like bright white or green, or yeah, it's crazy. They're awesome. I love them. And we're gonna cut some as soon as I get back. All right, there we go. Now this is why I was saying those don't mean much, those other fossils, because we are actually in the Fox Hills Formation, which is very, very Actually extremely similar to the Bear Paw Shale, which is where I hunt all those beautiful brightly colored Ammonites and stuff. Yeah, that's all. And the Baculites. That is all. Oh, look at that clam. That's a good Eno. That's Hell Creek, or not Hell Creek, Bear Paw Shale. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by fossils. And yeah, Fox Hills is very, 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 very similar. So we get some very familiar faces of the clams that you guys have seen many times, the Ammonites, the Baculites, but they just have wonderful nacre, mother of pearl. And yeah, that's one of the main things I was hopeful for today. I actually had bigger hopes for fossils than I did for Fairburns, because I know that Fairburns are super rare. But these, I know how to find these. I have experience with these. And all right, we've got two nice prairie agates right here that I want to investigate. This one might be more of a prairie jasper. Oh gosh. Spray it off and then promptly drop it. Okay. Yeah, that one's more jaspery, but still a nice one, and we'll still keep it. But this one shows some promise. Oh yeah, look how pretty that is. That is gonna be beautiful. Oh yeah. All right, so I already picked this one up, so I'm not discovering it for the first time, but I wanted to show you guys this. So, boring gray rock, right? No, beautiful clam fossil, actually. Okay, I just found a conglomerate, started breaking it up, and yeah, it's kind of loaded. Look at this giant clam right here, another big one right here, and then a bunch of little ones. Beautiful little baculite. Looks like it's nicely calcified. So that's pretty flippin' sweet. All right, this is why I love prairie agates so much. You definitely won't be able to see it right now, but like I said, once we get back to the hotel, actually, I'm gonna grab some and show you all close up, but this thing is incredible. All right, guys, well, I think it's time to call it. We are running out of time, and I have other places that I need to go today. I don't know if I'm gonna make that in this video. It might get its own video. It's pretty insane. So, I'll either see you at that spot, or I will see you back at the hotel where we will get close-ups on all of the crazy stuff we found today. Alright guys, as if the rock hunting earlier wasn't good enough, I am now, at this very moment, standing in my very favorite place ever, and that's the rock shed in Keystone, South Dakota. I am not going to do a video because I already have done one, but that being said, I'll have a link somewhere, also in the description. Definitely come here. Like, if you're into rocks and you find yourself in Keystone, or honestly just the Black Hills in general, you have to come here. All right, guys, so we ran out of time for the day, so I'm not actually going to another spot today. We're gonna do that tomorrow. So, that being said, let's go back to the shop and look at all the stuff that we found.
All right, we are back, and everything is cleaned off, so let's get some looks at some of these. I really wanted to show you during the hunt, but it was ridiculously windy, so my phone was definitely not gonna let that happen. And I was gonna show you at the hotel, but I didn't think the hotel would very much appreciate me cleaning all my very muddy rocks in their sink. A very wise man once said, you don't clean your rocks in a hotel bathroom. I don't remember who it was. Probably Abe Lincoln or something like that. I don't know. So, I figured we would start with the fossils. So we have this very nice, ceramid clam. You can see, if I get this overhead, you can see those nice ridges and stuff. It's so funny, because these, 2 states over, but they literally look identical to the Enos that we find here. Never mind. I was going to show you one, but I don't have any within reach. This was actually a cool surprise. I guess I can get closer. That would help. There we go. I got this one out to start prepping it, and I was super light with it, so I didn't understand why it cracked like that. And then when I looked closer, I immediately understood why it cracked like that. Look at that calcite vug. Here, we might actually get closer on that. There we go. Oh, there we go. How pretty is that? All right, so next we have the Chalcedony. I'm gonna show the rest of these dry, but this one I gotta get wet. This is the one Alexis found. And it's like, I don't know if the camera's gonna capture it very well, but it's like lavender. I love it. It's so pretty. These things are just awesome in general. We're gonna cut some coming up soon. I got this one right here, which is just so cool. Love this thing. Yeah, you can really see how those Chalcedony roses form now. It's like a plate on top and a plate on bottom in a seam, and then they'll separate through natural erosion. And yeah, you can see that. Actually, if I go out of focus, there you go. See that druzy really nicely. They're so pretty. This one's awesome. So it was filled all the way in, all the way level with calcite. So I just dropped it in some muriatic acid. I was not expecting it to have a pocket that big. It's so cool though, I love it. And then lastly, we got this one, which is just crazy. Look at all the bubbly whatnots all over this thing. There's so many bubbly whatnots. And then we've got these, which are the Chalcedony roses, which, you know, I actually don't know why they're called that, but I do love them. They're super cool, all that bubbly texture. And yeah, you can kind of see on that one, actually here, let's get it wet. There we go. Kind of see on that one, they've got like subtle banding. Like it's got the lighter coat, but if you cut it, they're just so cool. I love them. All right, the rest of these, I'm gonna show you in focus and out of focus. Cause look at all the druzy. There's so much druzy and I love them. You'll never find one of these in Montana, I swear. But they're so cool. Look at how sparkly. They're so sparkly. I love it. And then this one right here is a really nice one. I was kind of expecting to find these, but I was definitely not expecting to find druzy coated specimens. It's just so cool. This one's botryoidal and has druzy. Alrighty, and then lastly we've got this stuff right now, which I'm gonna get wet really quick. Oh no, it's all soapy. I just emptied my tumbler earlier today, so now it's all coated in white suds. This is, believe it or not, petrified wood. Isn't that crazy? It looks so just radically different than the petrified wood we find here in Montana. And we have the Prairie Agates, which, these things are weird, man. I actually really don't know why they're called agates. They're way more like jasper, but they're awesome and I love them. They're really, really cool. And when you cut them, they never look how you expect them to look. Like, they're crazy. And we're going to do a cutting video soon because we have a bunch of new material that we're going to want to cut into. This one actually is a prairie jasper, but look at that. The red and black, and then you flip it over, and then all that green. I love it. I love that thing so much. And then we've got this, which is going to be a very pretty cutter. All that wispy stuff and color and whatnot. It's a good one. And then these are some of my favorite to find when it comes to prairie agate because they are phenomenally pretty when you cut them. They're just awesome. Oh, I love them. And then last but not least would be our big boy find, which is way nicer than I thought it was. It's actually a phenomenal prairie agate. And it weighs quite a bit. I haven't weighed it, but the approximate weight is heavy. So yeah, it's actually really nice. It's not going to show very well until it gets cut. They're kind of drab agates until you get into them. But they're so cool once you get into them. So we might need to see if Montana Rock Mom would let us come over and borrow the use of Drogon. Plus, I mean, it's a good excuse to just hang out with Kim. Alrighty, well, that was a fantastic hunt and one awesome way to spend my birthday. I'll show you the stuff from the rock shed in another video, but yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. Definitely make sure you come back for the next two because we've got some awesome stuff. One day we're going to be looking for pegmatite, which we got a bunch of rose quartz and tourmaline, and then the next day, that's the one I'm excited to show you guys. That's the Teepee Canyon Agates, and they're amazing. I love them so much. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments. I'll have links to stuffs up in the description, down in the description, somewhere in the description. Like and subscribe, but only if you think I earned it. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.